All right, so the workout we're doing this morning is called bee sting. I'm really not sure why it's called bee sting, considering a bee can only really sting once and then sometimes it dies. It should be called like wasp bite, because it just keeps biting you over and over and over again. Anyways, the workout is 3 rounds for time of a 30-calorie row and 30 wall balls at 30 pounds with an 8-minute time cap. In terms of women's weight, obviously that'd be a 20-pound wall ball. And in terms of women's calories, that's actually a really good question. I would assume probably 25 calories, but I'll probably have to get back to you. I'll probably put it in the description or let you guys know a little bit later what that should be, since Andrew's not here doing it with me. So, also on top of it, we're doing this kind of workout, and I'm doing this workout, and I'm gonna try and start including some community behind it, right? So I'm hoping that, I'm gonna probably announce it, is that people do this workout, film it, I'll supply a location to upload the video, whether it's a Google Drive or whatever the case may be, and then I'll put your guys' videos alongside mine, and then I'll commentate on all of them together and kind of compare different strategies for approaching the workout. And hopefully we can do this kind of concept in the future and do it maybe once every week or once every 2 weeks. Just depends on how often I can do a cool kind of benchmark workout like this. And this is bee sting or wasp bite, whatever. Anyways. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, and today we're gonna do something different, something cool. I promised this last week, and we finally got around to finishing it up. It took a little bit of trial and error. There's gonna be some trial and error in these things. Just bear with us a little bit here. And hopefully, as the weeks progress, I promise you, they will get better. Maybe not the workouts, but the format and how it looks, it's gonna be awesome. So I'm stoked about this concept. So this concept we are doing is a Midwest made community workout. Essentially what it is I'm gonna throw out a workout that my Midwest made community is doing, and then you guys are gonna do the workout. I'll provide a location for you to upload the video, and then you go upload it, and then I'll have my editor take all these videos, put them all together, put a clock on them, and then I'll take the video and then commentate on everyone doing the workout, and it should be a really, really fun time. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. We are off in 3, 2, 1, getting it. So what are we doing? First of all, I already said it, but I'm gonna kind of repeat myself a little bit here. We're doing a workout called bee sting, which kind of reminds me of 19.1 if I'm being honest with you. Essentially what it is, we're doing 3 rounds for time of 30 calorie row and 30 wall balls at a 30 pound. And so with me, joining me today, to be honest with you guys, this is the first time I've watched this video, so bear with me. I haven't even tried to pronounce names. I'm so sorry, man. I'm gonna really murder your name badly. Vagilis. I'm just calling you Vagilis. I'm gonna call you V. I'm gonna call you V for short, because it's gonna make my life a lot easier. So, on the right-handed screen, I've got V, and then below me, I've got Emily Smith and Sean Spencer also doing the workout together. I'm not exactly sure on what wall ball weights each one of these groups are using, but like I mentioned in the video, like I mentioned when I talked about the video, there's the idea that if you need to scale, feel free to scale. Like if you need to scale the calories or the wall ball weight, it's totally up to you. That's the beauty of the sport we're in. So, like I mentioned, we're doing a 30 calorie row and then straight into 30 wall balls at 30 pounds. So all of us should be getting near the end. You can tell V's rolling quite a bit faster than I am. He's killing it. And I'm rolling a little bit slower. Sean and I are on pretty much a similar row pace. The idea is like, I'm gonna keep my heart rate pretty low for this. So V picks up the ball first. He's going above that cool little caution tape line. It's a pretty sick line, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty proud of you. And then of course, Sean's throwing above the green, and Emily should be throwing into the green, I should believe, if it's 9 foot. Yep, perfect. All right, so we're getting it. We're going along. We're all getting together. Now, like I mentioned, when you approach this workout, you really wanna keep your heart rate a little bit low. I know Andrew, the guy who coaches for Midwest, maybe did some of the programming. Andrew did this workout, and I don't think he was capable of finishing it, because I guarantee you, and like he mentioned, he came out hot for the row. And so if you want to finish a workout like this, it's not worth it just coming out super, super hot. You're probably not going to accomplish a whole lot. I mean, you can come out and bang that 30 calorie row off in a minute, but then you're probably going to feel like crap when it gets time to the wall balls. And then that was 1 round, and you got to keep coming back, and it's probably not going to get any better. So V actually dropped his wall ball, but he's taking off his knee sleeves, kind of like me. Sean's similar in pacing to me, and so we're done with round 2 at around 2:30 per se. Now with an 8-minute time cap on this workout, you've got to roll at essentially a 2 minute and 40 second per round pace. Because if you times it by 3, that does equal 8 minutes. So that's kind of the reason for the 2 minutes and 40 seconds. You got to be faster than 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Emily dropped her wall ball, but I'm hoping she picks it up pretty soon. I really wish we could see like the calorie per hour in the rowers. They're kind of cool because as you can tell, V, it looks like he's a much taller individual than me. And you can tell, pardon me, that his rowing is a lot faster than mine and probably a lot more efficient. I look like I'm not really locking out my knees as well, whereas you can tell V's getting the full range and extension. And the same can be said for Sean. Like honestly, so while I was a few calories ahead of V, it looks like he's already caught up and Sean's already catching up too. Because I'm treating this row as kind of a rest recovery, because the goal is like, if you want to finish this work on an 8 minute time cap, you've really got to make sure that you're doing those wall balls unbroken. Like that's kind of got to be your goal. Now you can obviously definitely most certainly lose it on the row if you don't row at a good calorie per hour pace. I mean, if I sat there and rowed at a 500 calorie per hour pace, I probably wouldn't finish this workout. So you got to row at a pretty good click. But what I'm trying to say is you shouldn't just hammer it, because it's not going to get you anywhere. So he already caught up to me, right? So I was ahead of him by like 2-3 calories. He already caught up, and now we're back to the wall ball. So in order for him to finish, he's really got to keep the wall balls unbroken and transition a little bit faster than that. You can tell I love you, V. I don't really know you, but I love you. But you got to get off the rower and get to that ball a little bit quicker. I know it blows. Believe me, I do, because I'm doing it with you. Right here, man. Right here. Anyways, Sean's in the same spot as I am. I will say this, watching Sean comparative to me and V doing wall balls, as you can tell, myself and V are pretty much sitting upright, whereas Sean, when he does his wall balls, he looks like he keeps his heels down pretty well, but he's just bending over. And that's just honestly something you need to work on when it comes to, because I guarantee you that probably transfers over to your front squats for you. And so if you sit down in that position, you got to think the oxygen's up top. I want to stand upright when I breathe, and I don't want to blow my back up. Whereas if you're bending over like this, staring at the ground, that's one, just kind of a defeated outlook. And two, it's just probably not good for your breathing, probably not good for your back, probably just not good in general. So that's something I would probably work out, would be more of an upright torso when you're doing wall balls. So if I'm going to finish in a 2 minute and 40 seconds, if I'm going to finish this workout, I have to finish the second round at 5:20, which I was a little bit before that. And the same can be said for V. He's a little bit behind, so he's going to have to kind of kick it into fifth gear. Emily, on the other hand, is pretty solid with her wall balls. Like, Emily's wall balls look pretty solid, whereas Sean might be bending over a little bit more, which is fine. Like something you just need to fix. Emily looks like she's doing a solid job keeping a really upright torso and staying smooth and consistent. All right, so we're back to I wish I would have kept track of when he started. I think I had 5 calories on the rower when V started, and so you can probably already tell it's ticking. His is ticking a lot faster than mine. So I would probably venture to say, if you went back and watched his 19.1 score, is probably pretty solid, if not better than mine. Considering right now what he's struggling with isn't the row, it's the 30-pound wall ball. And in 19.1, we didn't use a 30-pound wall ball, we used a 20. So, he might have struggled with the 30 now, but the 20 probably was cakewalk. Pretty easy for him. All right, so we're still going. Emily dropped the ball. So it looks like Emily's doing either 10s or she's doing 20 and 10. I haven't been watching, but she's dropping it at specific increments, which is a solid choice. And Sean's finishing up his final round. He's getting near the end of his final round of row, and so is V. And I'm starting my final round of the wall balls for this workout. One good thing to know is you should always kind of get an idea of how many wall balls you can do in a minute and feel fine. Like, could I go faster at wall balls? Yes, but is it worth it? Probably not. So from my perspective, I know I can get like 33 wall balls in a minute if I'm hammering it. But I know if I can get 30 to 29 wall balls in a minute and feel pretty, like my heart rate's pretty low, that's a good skill to learn, or a good number to learn for yourself, especially when it comes down to the open, because it's going to be helpful to know pacing and everything like that. So V's off the rower, Sean's off the rower, and they are getting at it. So if you notice, V took a little bit more time getting the wall, and that allowed Sean to catch up. And so that's something that, So far, V's a great rower. V's good at wall balls. The only thing he probably needs to work on, if you're listening to this V, is probably just your transition between movements, because Sean caught up because of it. This sort of reminded me of, what was it, 19.1? Yeah. Whew, that hurt. Bee sting. So, pretty awesome workout. We are gonna be doing more of these, I can promise you that. This is kind of the first shot at it. I kind of wanna see how it was accepted in the community, how it would go over. It's a really cool concept. Like, I think the concept of getting your community involved behind you. Like, Instagram is great, Facebook is great, but YouTube really enables me to create a community that's behind me. Whether it's, you know, asking questions in the community tab, whether it's getting you guys involved in videos, you know, getting you guys involved in Midwest Made, just stuff like that, you know, asking for new video ideas, you know, what is the next video for, so you just started CrossFit. And so I love the concept of YouTube because it gets people involved in a community, and that's exactly what I want this series to do. We're gonna be putting out, hopefully probably every 2 weeks, I'll be putting out a workout. This past time, I made some mistakes, definitely in announcing the workout. So next time we do a workout, I'll make sure to let you guys know, make sure you give me your name. You know, hey, my name's Val Gillette. I could have pronounced your name better, V, had I known your name. So you say your name, say where you're from, you know, what workouts you're doing, and then from there, when I put names on the screen, I know exactly who you are. And so we're gonna continue this for sure, probably every 2 weeks. I appreciate you guys watching, and for you guys who submitted a lot of videos, we did get a lot. I think we got like 15. For this format, we decided to just choose 2 videos. We had 2 people in 1 video, so that was perfect. We tried to choose 2 videos. For the next kind of stages of this workout, we'll probably end up rotating between movements or rotating between cameras, and then you kind of see everybody and let me talk about everybody at the same time. So, thanks for watching, guys. I still have some words to say at the end of this video, so I'll let my past self close out the video. Oof, oof-ah. That reminded me of 19.1, like I mentioned. That was pretty dang rough. You really couldn't pause anywhere. I did put on knee sleeves, some 3mm knee sleeves for the workout for the wall balls. We did a crud ton of squatting yesterday, and so I was like, you know what, my knees are a little bit achy right now. I'm just gonna wear a knee sleeve to be safe. And plus, I feel a lot more comfortable if I wear a knee sleeve, especially with like higher reps of a heavier wall ball. And honestly, like 30 reps at a 30 is higher reps in my books, like especially considering you want to do that unbroken. So that was a really aggressive time cap. I think I finished in like 7:44, 7:45. And so there really doesn't leave a whole lot of wiggle room with like, oh, I'm gonna rest here. Like there is no rest. But solid workout, bee sting or wasp bite, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. See ya.